Usually when these consoles get an update, a lot of the times it's not anything great or anything super important, but when we see this type of announcement, I think it is very important, and this really is something that goes all out for Microsoft and showcases that, you know, there are some times when they get it extremely right and they listen to the fans and they listen to exactly what gamers are asking for. Now, this is something that comes with the territory. If you're Microsoft, they probably have heard, you know, how this is something that honestly is going to be something that could be a problem in the future for a lot of people. And to be quite honest with you, I feel like not only would this be a problem in the future, but it's a problem right now. I've dealt with this multiple times, so, you know, yeah, it is a little bit strange, and it is nice to see the way that Microsoft has sort of went out and rectified the situation, and they didn't make such a big deal about it either. I think that's the other thing that is pretty cool. You know, they've done a really good job of going out there and making sure that, you know, that the fans are happy and that everybody's taken care of. And that's why I want to get into this. I feel like this is an excellent announcement by them, and it really just fits in with the whole Xbox motif and mantra that they've been doing lately. Now, is this something that is going to be, you know, heralded around the world? No. Because I think that people are going to expect that Microsoft maybe should have had it this way from the beginning, and there's going to be comparisons. See, you never get credit in this life for, you know, fixing problems for the most part. You only get blamed with sort of making the problems in the first place. So yeah, I find it to be very interesting. I can't wait to get into this, and you know, I'm sure you guys are all going to want to hear exactly what I have to say. Now listen, if you guys are here watching the video, please leave a like on the video. It helps it to be seen and it helps the channel to grow. I'm looking to get 100 likes per video, which would be absolutely phenomenal and something that you know, would be unexpected but also great at the same time. So thank you guys. This Xbox Series X update is a huge improvement to everybody. It's a big change to the Series X, addressing one of the console's most annoying issues. So let's get into it. It's bound to be appreciated by many longtime Xbox users as it has removed one of its most annoying restrictions. It's been confirmed that the Xbox Series X's Digital Rights Management System, or DRM, has been changed so that it's now possible to play Xbox One discs on the newer console without an internet connection. Offline last-gen games can now be played offline. So the Xbox Series X has been on the market for nearly 2 years now, and in this time Microsoft has released a sizable amount of updates designed to improve the Xbox system and make using consoles and actually accessing games a much more smoother experience. Despite this, Series X users with Xbox One discs weren't able to just play their older titles without an internet connection, even if the disc was already installed on the console. An internet clock check-in from the DRM feature required it before it could actually run, which is really bananas if you think about it. So nice to see that they're out there kind of rectifying that situation. And it's not the case anymore. This week, fans discovered that the check-in requirements seem to be gone, finally allowing them to play their games offline. This was subsequently confirmed by Xbox engineering lead Eden Marie, who said the change has been in effect since the 2206 update earlier in the summer, and she explained that having examined the data since the Series X launch, the Xbox team ultimately determined that Xbox Series X's DRM wasn't needed for the vast majority of Xbox One discs. That being said, she did warn that some games may still need an update after installing to ensure the best experience. Of course, this whole deal will continue to not be an issue for Xbox Series S owners, since that console doesn't support game discs in the first place. So now you can play your own Xbox One games offline. Microsoft has improved this tremendously, and like I said, according to Eden Marie, she said it's true. They examined the data, and check-in isn't needed for the vast majority of Xbox One discs. Some games still need to be updated though, so everybody has to kind of keep that in mind where we're going forward. DRM has proven to be one of the more contentious issues in modern gaming. On one hand, it makes sense for some game systems or some kind of systems to be in place to curb people from playing tempered or pirated games, but also on the other hand, DRM can be known to reduce a game's performance, sometimes considerably. DRM maker Denuevo has come under fire for this, especially to the point where many consider it good news is when game removes the DRM completely. Although this update doesn't remove internet requirements from the Series X entirely, Xbox Game Pass users obviously will still need to check in to verify that their subscription is still active and their games are still accessible. It will be a welcome change for Xbox One users wanting to continue enjoying older titles on their platform. And again, this is something that is very much welcome and very cool to see that they're actually out there kind of making these things happen. And you know what, I gotta say, for me personally, I think it's a great thing. It is something that had affected me personally as well, multiple times. So to see them kind of update that and to make things much better, I think is great. And you know, the fact that they didn't shout it from the rooftops, I think is pretty cool as well, despite the fact that people shouted from the rooftops when, you know, it was something that was you know, kind of just not happening. You know, I can remember when people were, you know, saying, hey, you know, this is something that is you know, that's happening to the Xbox. You know, we have this DRM problem. And you know, for me personally, I just felt like, you know, it wasn't exactly the best situation all around where you can't actually get your games to run. And that is something that honestly, to be completely honest, just bugged me. You know, I don't understand why, you know, that's something that was ever a thing. And, you know, I think that that's something that obviously is going to be clearly that needed to be fixed and addressed. And I'm glad that they went out and addressed it and fixed it and sort of made things that much better for everybody, kind of all around. So yeah, nice to see that happen. Nice to see that Microsoft is on the ball. And again, it's something that probably would have served them to go out and sort of go, hey, you know, this is something that you know, that's happening right now or whatever. But at the same time, you know, we fixed the issue or whatever. So I think that, you know, glad that they've actually been out there and kind of been able to fix this. But at the same time, it's just one of those things that probably should have been fixed right away. I'll grant that, but I still think that, you know, they've done a good job of going out there and making sure that, you know, people have something to kind of play. And in this day and age, being held to online only, and while most of us are online most of the time, it does kind of suck when, you know, games are unable to be played, or games that you bought are unable to be played. So it's nice to see that it's kind of a fixed situation, and they continue to make the Xbox Series X that much better of a platform. So yeah, love to see that, and I'm sure a lot of you are loving that as well. You know, just from the way this works, I feel like, you know, they've done just a fantastic job. And it's just, I'm happy to see that. You know, that's an awesome thing to see. And you know, at the end of the day, Microsoft, hey, bravo, congrats, you guys went out and made sure to kind of go out there and do your thing. And thankfully, it's something that actually improves our experience as gamers. So if you guys want to see the article, I'm linking it in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Much love, so appreciative. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thank you so much for watching. Crap Gamer out.